You each give me an example of a time during your recording sessions when a scene partner surprised you and it wound up bringing something out of your own performance that you didn't expect.
Well, I think always recording with these guys, you never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the things that Jeff and Seth were like looking for, and they definitely got it, because that was one of the things like coming into the movie, like, and seeing it in screen is so amazing. But before I was kind of like, how is all of this good? Because we're on top of each other, like, you know, with lines and everything. So I'm just kind of like, how is this going to come out? So it's just like, I think one thing that surprised me was just like, I think these two, like, their banter is so crazy, because they always had them like looking at each other, like in the booth. So it's kind of like the nerd with the, like, the brains and the bronze going at each other. I think that was one of the things that surprised me, how well it came out.
Yeah, I think for me, just being around these three guys and just the level that they record at is just so high. And it's like, they are just on, like, even with all the improv, like, it was hard for me to, like, keep up sometimes. And I really had to, like, stay attentive if I really wanted to stay in it, like, really. Because once we get into the character and once we're, like, improving and going in, you can't like, snap out of it or you'll fall out of the scene. So, like, for them to always be able to just snap at a finger, go into that, like you just really got to keep that hyper focus. And I really learned a lot. And I feel like I definitely grew as a voice actor just working with these three amazing actors.
I think an example I can reference, is like when we were, I'm sorry for bringing this back, but like the New York scene. Cause I remember initially,
I'm all here for the New York song. I like it.
Initially, it was just, I was supposed to say the line, I'm a cabbie from the Bronx. I love these turtles. That was it. But I remember I was like, that's kind of boring. Like, it's a good line. And I was like, a cabbie. I was like, I'm a cabbie. I got a puffer. And then they're like, Jeff was like, I like that. Like, and then when we started talking about it, we were like, and then Nix was like, yeah, let me get a bacon, egg, and cheese. And then they all like, you're. And so it really adds a good little inside joke that we had, which is actually in the movie and which is really cool.
Yeah. I love how that scene just exploded, because it really did start out with one small line and then it turned into
it was just like, it wasn't even supposed to be like really anything. It was just like one small little line.
Yeah,
right?
but what I was
you
going to
guys
say,
go too, and I like it.
What I was going to say to answer your question about like something that surprised me in the booth, like Leo and Raph butt heads, like that's just in their nature. And dude, you would get some like digs at me like in the improv. I don't remember like specific, but I would be like, damn, dude, get off my back. And like I think it would come out in the performance. Yeah.